My name is Ankur Kanwar. I am from Standard Chartered Bank and I head the cash management products function for ASEAN and South Asia based in Singapore. So we are a very client-centric organization. We do keep clients at the center of everything that we do. So on the one side, there's a lot of technology advancements that are happening in cash management. On the other side, there's a lot of innovation that clients are expecting as well. So the result of that obviously is that a lot of things are going digital. So digital is the underlying theme for us on everything that we are doing right now. And when I say digital, it's not just from the bank's perspective, so not just our processes which are going digital, but more importantly, the solutions that we are launching for corporates, they are really becoming digital as well. And that's adding a lot of value for our customers. So there are a number of solutions that we are working on which again use a digital theme. There are a number of use cases that we are working on in the airline industry, in the FMCG industry, in the healthcare industry, just to name a few. And these are solutions which really connect the entire ecosystem. So from the supplier to the anchor to the distributor, a number of solutions are coming up which connect the entire ecosystem and makes the flow of payments as well as information a lot more streamlined. So I'll give you a couple of examples. So we've been leveraging a lot on the API technology simply to provide real-time information to our clients so they can make more timely decisions and better decisions. Again, API is not a new technology, but it's just the use case that we have been building is what's really adding a lot of value to our clients. Another simple example I'll give you is for cash deposit machines. Again, not a new technology, but using API, we are able to give clients real-time information as soon as the cash goes into the machine, which is again adding a lot of value for our clients. So the strategy for the organization is long-term. I don't believe the strategy really changes. What really changes is the amount of advancements that are happening year on year. So not just from a bank's perspective, but even the regulators have been coming up with a lot of new innovation, right? So many regulators are coming up with their own sandboxes. They're really challenging us to come up with innovative concepts as well. So from a strategy perspective, I don't see much changing. I do see that we will keep coming up with more and more innovative solutions as we go along. So like I said, we've been doing a lot of innovation across the organization. And within the organization, there's obviously a lot of efficiency that's been added. So to give you a couple of examples, we have a concept called SC Innovate, which is Standard Chartered Innovate, which simply says that innovation is not meant for one specific department. It's supposed to be embedded in every individual, which means that every individual can submit an idea to Standard Chartered Innovate. And if the idea is successful and if people like it based on a voting, the bank does go and invest in it and create a solution out of it. Another example I'll give you is we do have an accelerator lab where customers can come in and co-create solutions with us, which has been a huge success because a lot of solutions that we've built recently are all co-creating with our customers sitting in our accelerator lab. Okay, that's an interesting question. So if you think about it, instant gratification is something that all of us believe in, right? Whether it's our personal life or whether it's our professional life. So customer experience is no different, right? Customers do want instant gratification. They do want instant answers to any questions that they have. They want to just immediately get a feedback, right? They don't like to just call and listen to an IVR. They would prefer to speak to someone instantly, right? Which is why I do believe that chatbots is a fantastic innovation. It's always been popular in the B2C space. We are seeing chatbots coming up in the B2B space going forward as well. So if you think about the way chatbots should be working, is it should really try and replicate a conversation with a human, right? Using artificial intelligence and using natural language processing. But I think it's a fine balance that banks especially will need to maintain, because on the one side, you do want to answer all the regular queries through a chatbot, through using artificial intelligence. On the other side, if there is a stressed customer or if someone wants to complain, you do want to route it to a human, right? So it's a fine balance that banks will need to maintain, which is probably one of the challenges that chatbots will have in the future as well. So like I said, there's a lot of advantage of using chatbots. So I'm sure this will excel, and we are actually launching a few chatbots ourselves as well. But I guess there are a couple of challenges with chatbots as well. Number one is from a corporate perspective, many corporates' risk policy may not allow chatbots. Again, many corporates may not allow chatbots to be used for transaction processing, for example. I guess the other challenge is from a bank's perspective as well, what kind of artificial intelligence and natural language processing is deployed. So to give you a simple example, if someone puts in a chat request saying, how much balance do I have? Versus if someone who puts in a chat request saying, how much money do I have? Is the chatbot intelligent enough to correlate and understand it's the same question? I think that's probably one of the challenges. And especially if you add in payments in a chatbot, that obviously adds a different level of complexity as well. So again, if you look at most of the markets that we operate in, there's one thing common across most of these countries, that these countries are really encouraging innovation. Like I said, these countries are really coming up with their sandboxes and they're challenging us as well. So the one thing that I do see is, more innovation coming in these markets. The one thing that I do see is we will be able to come up with new use cases which add a lot of value to our customers next year as well.